Sometimes my genius it's almost frightening.
This is the Wasted Nights Podcast.
You alright, brother?
Hey, mate. We're back. Yeah.
We are fucking back.
I cheers you.
Yeah, let's have a little cheers and you wanky Starbucks cups.
Fucking juice. Soft. Yeah,
I'm teetotal, mate.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying we went to the boys on Saturday night, and I just got so excited. I don't know why.
Just got a bit carried away with yourself.
Yeah, since New Year's Eve, not been smashed, and I was on the bus.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of freaks on the bus, all talking about the best Star Wars thing, and I was like half cooked.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I missed my bus to go down to Toby's, and I sat in the pub on my own, had a couple of pints, and then when you're just in the mood, so I was pissed immediately. I'd run to the bus stop after one beer, so I got tipsy straight away.
Oh, of course,
yeah. Down.
And then you got on the bus and there was a yank having a wank about Star Wars.
Yeah. I forgot I'd even told you about that. I was properly gone. So last time I was at Toby's, had a shower at his, broke his bath, tipped his bath over.
Yeah.
And then this time stayed at his, I stayed in his lad's room. His lad wasn't there.
I was about to say.
and ripped his curtains off the wall.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. How do you get in such a mess?
Well, to be fair, he hadn't fixed them to the wall very well.
What the fuck is wrong with Toby? Why can't he fix anything down or to the wall? Is everything just fixed on with 3M tape?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Like the bath thing, so I don't think I've said it on here. I had a shower at his one night because I'd just sealed up my bath, and
somehow you were trying to look at your arsehole in the mirror and you lifted a leg up.
Cocked
the bath over.
Went on his bath and it tipped over. I didn't know that was even a thing.
It's not.
It's not, is it?
No,
it should
it's
be
not.
fixed.
No. It's only this. It's the sort of thing that would only happen in a builder's house.
Yeah.
That would never happen in a finished house. It would only happen in a builder's house.
Yeah.
They put it in. Oh, I know what to do. It's all right.
Well, he said the plumber did it, right? And when it tipped over, there's like flexi pipe on the bottom, which I've never seen. So what you have to hope is when you tip that bath back, the flexi pipe folds into itself and creates like a clear waste pipe.
No, they can be flexes. They'll be fine.
Well, it weren't right.
Cool.
It were folded in on itself. So So he thinks I'd go round to his house just to smash shit up now.
I can imagine, yeah. I'd be getting pissed off at this point.
Not a very good guess.
I'd be getting well pissed off with you.
Yeah. I'd forgot about lighting my weed pipe up in his house as well.
Yeah, that was fucking silly. You were pretty gone, weren't you?
Yeah. I was completely fucked. Yeah, so this week it's just been knackered. You know, like when you have that bad hangover and you just cannot get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucked me up. I was doing well.
And I drove Ben home. That was fun.
Did he not try getting you to come to his house?
No.
No, did he not?
No. I was not interested.
Because he wanted to call it a night.
No.
I wouldn't have thought.
Do you want to come in and get shit-faced? No, but I don't know. I drove for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing well. You always give me shit about not drinking.
No, I don't.
Again,
when have I ever fucking given you shit for not drinking?
It's video proof. You keep...
Show it to me then.
Right, I will.
Yeah, do.
Yeah. So, Sober October, you whinged about it loads.
Yeah, I whinged about how I didn't enjoy it.
No, you give me shit.
I didn't give you any shit. Yeah. I said it was shit.
I've got my next month, sober month coming up. Doing my March.
Halfway. Why would you do March?
Just do 2 months a year. Body's a temple.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not from what I saw last week.
Yeah, body's a temple, mate. You got to do 2 months a year.
The way you were treating it, it's not even a mosque.
Don't even know what that means.
Neither do I. It was the only thing I could think of.
Oh, yeah. So, push this beer down.
Hero.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking hero. The only reason I haven't brought any beers is because I forgot to buy some.
Oh, right. Well, you're welcome to have one if you want.
No, I'm all right. No.
Okay.
I've made my decision for the apple and blackcurrant juice.
Well, legend.
Hero.
Legend. We've just gone through our Instagram and realised we've called 2 episodes episode 46.
Yep. Heroes, again. There's nothing but quality work comes out of this podcast. I've fucking said it before.
Just incompetence at every corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. I, again, had to stop making notes again this week.
Why?
Because I thought once Trump got in, once some shit calmed down with our country.
You thought it had calmed down.
It just calmed down.
The news cycle would calm down.
It's only got bigger.
And more fun.
It has got more fun, actually.
It has got way more fun.
A lot of it's positive now.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not.
In the eyes of a right-wing lunatic like you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's positive in America.
Well, in a logical sense, and it's encouraging because you think that it's going to come over. It could come over here, which it probably will if it's successful.
I mean, you'd love it, wouldn't you? But I heard someone saying, like, you couldn't do that in England, though. It doesn't work like that.
No, so the processes here are a lot slower.
Yeah.
But it would happen.
Yeah, some man comes in and wants to be Prime Minister. They can't just walk in and go, right, this is what we're doing. It would take like months and no one would allow it.
No.
Because we're all fucking stiffs.
It could be changed quite drastically, though. Policy can be changed quite severely.
Yeah. You just don't see it.
No, because they're all under the thumb of the WEF.
Yeah.
Even fucking Gary Neville's getting in on the fucking WEF.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow, what's he
Do
doing?
you watch Ava Yemeni? Rebel News?
No.
He's a good watch.
Who's that?
He's an Aussie lad. He's like an Arab Jew dude from Melbourne.
Arab Jew from
Melbourne. He's a fucking weird combination. He's a Jew that looks like an Arab that is from Melbourne.
God, is he ginger as well?
No, he's not. He actually looks a lot like you now that I'm thinking on it.
Oh, right, he's probably sound then.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a rarity.
Right, okay. So what's he saying?
He spends a lot of his time like chasing down woke identity politics, and he's spent the last week in Davos, where they're having the WEF summit.
Oh, right, okay.
And he's chasing down Gary Neville down the street, and he's like, "Mate, what the fuck are you doing here?" And Gary Neville's immediately on the defence side. "Oh, there's nothing dodgy. Nothing dodgy." It's like, I didn't ask you if there was. I was asking you what you're doing here. He's like, "Well, there's nothing dodgy. I'm just here with my business."
Wow.
What the fuck?
What's that about?
What the fuck is that all about, Gary Neville? Him and Gary Lineker are going to end up... There's going to be secrets come out about them.
What have they... Well,
Well, they've worked at the BBC.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Just a stereotype.
Yeah, and stereotypes are bad, okay?
They exist for good reason. They exist for very good reason. Yeah, I don't know. What good would he be at the WEF?
Who knows? Well, he's got a lot of influence, hasn't he, with people, because he's looked at as a common man. A working man's hero.
Yeah, in Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Man U, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salford.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Whatever. But it was just... if you want, we can stop and watch the clip, because it is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Let's have a look. Go on, Gaza. I don't know.
He's so fucking awkward about it.
All I see there is someone who's sick of being fucking pestered. I don't know. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
I'm like...
He was more than happy to stop and take the photos of those two dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, but...
And then all of a sudden he started getting asked, "What are you actually doing here?" "Oh, there's nothing dodgy going on, mate." "Oh, there's nothing dodgy. I've just got a business with Janie." Right.
You've gone too deep down the conspiracy hole, I think.
No, not at all.
I don't know. I know what you're saying.
Have you read any of the work produced by the WEF and their manuscripts?
Yeah.
It's not a fucking pleasant read. Although we have mentioned before, we are for sale, WEF.
Any sponsor will do.
As long as you comply us with ale.
Yeah. Yeah. With the
No,
other.
it's dark.
Well, I always get mixed up, but it's WEF who are the ones who say, "Oh, nothing, you'll be happy," and all that sort of shit.
Klaus Schwab.
Yeah, and they want the credit.
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah.
And they're the ones who want digital ID and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he made a big speech at Davos. Reading between the lines of it is basically, yeah, we like AI. It has great potential, and we want to control it.
Oh, right. Okay.
That was basically what he fucking said.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, I hope Gary Neville's not in it. He probably just is doing a business meeting, like he said. No?
No.
You're not having it?
No.
All right. We'll see.
We will see.
You might have it right.
I've not been wrong yet.
Yeah, it helps when you don't check anything you say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Can we pause? So, anyway, basically, we're just looking at the new Deepseek, which is basically Communist China's new AI that has crashed a good bit of the Chinese stock market, funnily enough, on its release.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone has been doing a bit of, AI probing, like they do, trying to figure out weaknesses in it and what its parameters are. And they've put a prompt into the AI saying, what is the famous picture of the man with grocery bags in front of tanks? And it starts writing out the unknown man in Tiananmen Square. And then the AI cuts itself off as its programming kicks in and says, sorry, this answer is currently unavailable.
Yeah, you just showed us a video.
Yeah, there's
Someone's
a video.
filmed themselves.
Someone screen recorded themselves testing the AI. It's heavily censored. And people are raving on about how fucking good it is.
This is right. So this program has just come out, hasn't it?
Yeah, this last week.
And it's something like. Is it something that they built it for fuck all?
No, they've spent like trillions on it.
Right,
USD.
Right, okay. I might be thinking about something else. But is it free to use or something? There's something that's cheap about it.
Yeah, it's free to use.
Right, okay. Yeah. Right.
But you're paying for it in your data.
Yeah.
And it is horrendously invasive.
Right, okay.
It's like TikTok, just really invasive software.
So they were like, because obviously they're saying goodbye to TikTok. China aren't really ever going to run TikTok in America anyway, are they now? Because they've shut it down.
It's not been shut down, though. Trump kept it open.
Yeah, but for sale.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So it has to be bought.
It is not going to be run by China in America, is it?
Well, only 50% of it, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So this is the new app to siphon everyone's data out then, is it?
Yeah. Basically.
And it's censoring. I mean, I'm not surprised it's censoring. We all know China's...
Yeah, they heavily censor. We all know that.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's people in this country and other damn near communist socialist states in Europe are lauding it about saying how good it is.
Right, okay.
And it's really fucking... I'm sure it is great at doing whatever you want to do with it with your sadistic fucking ideas. But as a general person, it's no help to you.
Yeah, so...
You can use Grok, and it's just as easy and just as good.
Yeah.
I would far rather trust Grok over anything produced by the CCP.
Yeah. Grok's looking fantastic, isn't it? They've added it to the app since... And it's to Twitter.
It's
and
fucking great.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. We use it a lot on here.
Yeah, and it'll just draw you anything all the time. I don't even think... Is it limited to how many images you want?
No, you can just keep going.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's completely free. It's also using your data and selling it. That's how Twitter make their money.
Yeah.
But I would... Even if Elon does turn out to be evil, I'd still trust him over China. Do you know what I mean?
What they're getting off me that I like... looking up cats flying through space.
Yeah, I'm sure it's worse than that for you. But...
so the that's weird how it censored it as well, though.
It's really strange, eh?
Like, it's writing out what it was and then just went straight to...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's odd. Yeah. Like I say, it's not surprising. We'll have to try one ourselves. Because Tiananmen Square is Vietnam, isn't it?
Do you know, I don't know what the history is of Tiananmen Square. I know that the bloke got pissed off. There was a massacre there in like '89 or something.
Yeah.
Well, should we grok it?
Yeah, we should know.
Because I don't trust Google anymore either.
What, to tell you it's the wrong country?
Honestly, I wasn't sure that it was going to tell us anything about Tiananmen Square for a second when I Googled it.
Yeah.
I distrust Google that much now.
It is, the day is coming, isn't it, where you just know something to be true and you type it in and they won't show it you. Like, it's going to happen. Oh, what happened? Maybe
Terrible spelling.
Still
on
need
it,
to know
isn't it?
where it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was... Could be wrong. Well...
Oh, it's in Beijing, China,
Oh.
and there was some pro-democracy... primarily to pro-democracy protests and the subsequent military crackdown that occurred in Beijing, China in '89.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why they're censoring that then, because it's pro-democracy.
Yeah, basically.
God, that's creepy, isn't it?
It is. And we have fuckwits in this country lauding about how good it is.
When you say that, who are you seeing bigging it up? Are you saying like
Well,
governments or
government talking about how they want to invest in foreign AI and
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
and at the same time talking about digital IDs and fucking
Yeah.
digital currency.
Yeah. That's just come out this week proper, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That they're saying right, available to use your driving license digitally,
Yeah.
but it's only on their app, isn't it?
Mhm.
You can't have. It's not yet. You're not allowed to put it on your Google Wallet
No.
or anything like that. It's on their app.
So why if you have any brains about you, you don't use that at all.
I know. We think so.
Mm.
No, we still can't really even articulate why it's so bad yet. Like, we can say, oh, it's because they're going to control you or whatever, but we don't really understand why yet. So
I'm pretty sure I can get Grok to
So-
articulate it.
so people like not following conspiracy theories or anything aren't going to think it's that bad. God, you type in fancy stuff, don't you? Against digital ID.
Certainly. A digital ID could enable unprecedented levels of government and corporate surveillance with all personal information in one digital place. Monitoring behaviours, movements and interactions becomes much easier, potentially leading to the surveillance state where privacy is significantly eroded. Data breaches and centralised fucking databases holding sensitive information are prime targets for hackers. Yeah.
Yeah,
The list
hackers.
goes on and on and on.
Hackers completely get now.
Loss of anonymity, control of autonomy, government overreach. I mean, it just fucking philosophical and ethical concerns.
I just don't get where the bridge begins. Right, so you got your ID on your phone,
Mhm.
and they'll say, "Well, become like China, and you'll only be allowed to use X amount of fuel." But the ID doesn't take you far enough where it's tracking your fuel yet. It's not tracking.
Yeah, it won't be long till it does, though.
I know, yeah, it's a further
The
step
way
towards.
the processing centres of these fucking quantum computers and what have you,
Yeah,
that'll be able to manage the amount of data that would take to constantly surveil every human on the earth.
yeah, it's like when. So that ID, I don't have to show my card ID now to buy some fuel or to, I don't know, go on a trip.
Yeah.
Although Airbnb, you actually do, I think. But
Yeah, but you can turn up at a hotel in the middle of fucking Scotland and you don't have to show
no,
ID.
you don't.
You know.
Yeah, so there's a few
You
more
can
steps.
turn up at fucking Premier Inn, you don't have to show ID, you just pay.
Yeah. They should ID at Premier Inn for the stuff that goes on there, but
Yeah, they should, yeah. For the 1 hour room rentals.
yeah. Yeah. There's a few more steps to go, but basically it's like now is the time to start pushing back, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it scares me that more people don't, or they just don't give a fuck. Oh, I've got nothing to hide. Yeah, not right now, you don't.
Just don't know yet, do they?
No.
Because
Until the person that's in control of it is on the other side of what you're saying.
yeah, WEF isn't really. It's not a mainstream word. If you
No, it's not. No,
You know,
no.
so you're not even going to think anything like that.
Unless you listen to Alex Jones or fucking Avi Yemeni or...
Yeah. It's creepy. I always get mixed up. So the WHO, that was the thing, wasn't it? Trump's pulling out of the WHO, World Health Organization. They were filming him signing all the orders.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? Did you see the clip of him signing the WHO?
Not the WHO one.
So.
Oh yeah, when he's talking about how much China pays and they pay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I sort of fact checked it, or I went to someone who fact checked it. He wasn't. He's right. So in cash, America are paying.
Like $1.20 a citizen. Or
It's
something.
500 million to the WHO. They have, I think it's 300 million people.
America, yeah. Yeah.
China paid in cash 39 million. They've got 1.4 billion people, which is wild straight away, isn't it? You can't, if you think of the size of America, how on earth have they got 1.4 billion?
Yeah.
That's correct in cash. It also goes off assets, apparently. So it didn't. It still worked out that America actually paid more into WHO than China, which is bizarre.
Obscene,
He's got a great point, hasn't he? But I was like, well,
they also had control of it though, but it was not really control because they still blocked all the Wuhan lab shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All backed by the WHO.
Yeah.
It's clearly a corrupt organisation.
Oh yeah.
And anyone saying otherwise is either fucking deluded or a shill for the WHO.
It's to the average person though, it sounds great. World Health Organization.
Yeah.
And you start looking at what they're doing.
They're developing bugs for protein for food. You fucking what?
I know.
How's that for an ethical conundrum for you?
Bugs.
If they get rid of fucking protein from vegetables and they tell you that you've got to start eating bugs, where do you stand on that?
Not good.
No. I don't want to eat bugs.
No. Regardless.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat bugs.
No.
Not good.
Do you care less about insect lives?
So.
Would you eat them because you don't want to eat bugs or because you'd eat them because they're an animal?
Because they're an animal.
You wouldn't want to eat them because
I do find it hard to look at them equal.
In the same way as a fucking sentient...
I try to.
Yeah.
Just in case. Because I always think, well, what if?
Right.
Because you're like, they're so small.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
We don't have the ability to see an insect's facial expression if
No.
we had any, right?
You can say the same thing about fish.
Yeah.
They don't make facial expressions.
Yeah.
You know.
But what if they still are? What if they're looking up going, fucking hell, this cunt's going to step on me?
Yeah.
So I try to be good.
You can say the same thing about deer, though. They don't look scared.
No, they don't.
They don't have facial
But
expressions.
you have that ability. You can look into their eyes and
and
you can imagine.
It's like a sheep, though. There's no expression there.
No.
There is zero fucking brain activity behind a sheep's eyes. We've all seen them in fields. There's nothing going on there.
Yeah. I think you imagine, though, like if you look into an animal's eyes,
Well, you look into an elephant's eyes and you can see that there's shit going on.
Yeah.
Like a killer whale, you can see that there's something going on.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I think part of it is like it's when you see a dog do something and you imagine like, oh, they'll be feeling this because that's what I'd be feeling in that situation.
And they're not at all.
It's called, what's it called?
Projecting.
Anthropomorphizing.
That's a big word.
It is anthropomorphizing. Yeah, where you're putting your experiences onto them and your thoughts and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, WHO. They just recently, in fact, in England, I don't know if we spoke about it a few weeks ago, but they were trying to say to England and all of Europe, for the next pandemic,
yes,
give us the control.
Yeah.
Over your citizens for the
duration of the fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
That won't fly again.
No, I don't think so. But England, like Starmer, though, I can imagine him going, yes, okay.
Oh yeah, he's way too much of a pussy to not stand up to them.
So I don't know. So Trump's pulling out of it, fair play. And I was like, well, look at how much UK pay because we have 60 million people in the country. China have 1.4 billion. I think in the end, China gives something along the lines of 364 million last year in assets and cash. We gave 310.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
Yeah.
So we're
310.
getting absolutely fucking
Yeah.
ripped off.
So we're not paying as much as China and America, but we also have...
We're paying more per capita.
You're paying a lot more. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? £4 pounds a person, if that's, you know... If you
Yeah,
want
so
it.
if America's at £1.50 or $1.50 and we're at £4 a person,
Yeah.
no wonder they need to keep taxing the shit out of us.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't find out how much asset-wise England do compared to cash. I was like, that's pretty poor. What are we doing? Why are we giving so much?
Yeah, when our average wage is dropping through the fucking floor.
Yeah. You said that. A few episodes ago about how we're actually really not doing well. And then now I've just started hearing people really chiming up about how poor...
Oh, I'm ahead of the fucking curve, mate, as always.
Yeah, all right.
The Gary Neville thing, this.
I think if you make up enough things,
Yeah.
one will be true.
I was right about Trump's inauguration. I was right about Trump getting in. Fucking... I've nothing but fucking bangers here.
Yeah. There's a lot of talk about that at the minute, just how poor we are as a country.
Yeah, it's appalling.
Yeah.
It's absolutely appalling.
And I find it hard because me and you are in the same position. Mm-hmm. We've never lived as adults in England.
No, well, yeah.
Really?
No.
Until this last 4 years. 2 for you.
Yeah.
We both lived away. We left kids living with our parents.
Yeah.
Now we're back. Now, me and Hannah, no kids. Good wages. Decent. Or actually only average now.
Average, yeah.
Life's pretty easy.
Yeah.
We're not living...
You're not buying yourself a fucking boat for the weekend, are you?
No.
You know, you're not living that... Love it. The same job that you would be doing here in the UK and go and do it in the US... You would be a lot better off financially. Yeah. A lot better off for the same job.
Same with Australia. Where
same with Australia,
yeah. And we also don't have like fancy cars on the drive or nothing. No. So that's a big thing. So it's hard to say when people go, oh, it's like the poorest people have been since something like the Depression or something in England.
It's fucking appalling.
It's hard if you're just doing all right and you've both got a job. It's hard to see it, but it's pretty sad.
Yeah,
it's like we're actually in the shit can, aren't we, when it comes to quality of life, technically?
Yeah, I mean we are very fortunate that we live in this part of Lancashire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, it is a real nice place. There's a lot of work about around here, but a lot of people aren't this lucky.
Yeah, but you'd literally have other countries laughing at us for what the wages we're getting and the tax we're paying and stuff, which I couldn't believe because it doesn't. Yeah, we are.
Well, I did when I got from New Zealand, from here to New Zealand, and the wage jump was just fucking astronomical.
Yeah.
It hasn't been as bad the other way around.
Because you said New Zealand got a bit shit as well.
Yeah, New Zealand dropped off.
Yeah.
Or it just stagnated and the UK caught up.
Right, okay. Yeah. See, Australia's like minimum wage when I left was like $25 an hour.
Holy fuck.
It's like, and that's just minimum wage.
So it was $20 an hour in minimum wage when I left.
Right, okay. Obviously conversion rates
and
stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could both live on a minimum wage job in Oz and have a pretty nice life.
Yeah.
You do that here.
I left here and I was on £7 an hour, and I got to New Zealand and I was straight on to like $27 an hour.
Yeah.
It's a fucking massive job. I didn't know what to do with all my money.
Yeah.
It was great. We just went out on the fucking sesh all the time and heaps of extracurricular activities. You know.
Gay sex,
yeah. That's free though. You don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, all right. You do.
I didn't have to when I had a full head of hair.
And the thing is with England as well, it's like your standards in other countries, your basic good house, you know, like in America, all right, I know it's different state to state and cities, but like just living in a suburb, you want like a piece of land that would be X amount of size with X amount of land. England, the standard is basically 2 up, 2 down and a small garden.
Yeah, yeah, but land is much, much, much cheaper over there. Like considerably. Farmland here is going from anywhere between £10,000 and £15,000 an acre.
Yeah.
You know, whereas in the US you can buy a fucking 5,000 acre farm for like $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't do that here.
No.
No.
Just what I'm saying is, even our standards of like when we say we're doing well,
Yeah.
and say myself, and we again lucky as fuck, but we're living in a semi-detached house with our properties are so boring in England as well.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no individuality, is there?
No. After a few years, when they've been,
I mean,
done
you're
all,
a bit individual, aren't you? You've got like AC/DC written on the wall, and you're so fucking different.
Right. Okay.
You've got a guitar hung up, and
That's true. Yeah.
you are not a basic bitch. Is what I'm trying to say.
It's like more basic.
Yeah.
Trying. But fuck you. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, if the wages are shit, everything's a bit shit. Like, there's no personality to the houses. Everyone's just aiming for the same size piece of land. It's very boring, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, the English dream is not. It only basically gets you to the 2 up, 2 down, or 3 up, 2 down, or whatever.
Yeah.
And that garden that you go, oh, this is a decent size.
I can sit out here and I can barbecue on the 3 days a week that it's 3 days a year that it's able to have a barbecue.
Yeah, neighbours are all right.
I mean, it is no point in having a big fucking garden here because you can never fucking use it.
No.
I mean,
No,
you
you
can
can't.
actually. The weather isn't that fucking bad.
No, it's not. But if you want to use it, people get them used, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
fucking right.
I don't know. It's very meh. It's very sad to learn about this whole, like, other countries basically laughing at us for the quality of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh. I was in a bit of a bubble just thinking, yeah, all right. But yeah, we have kids or something, and then I might, I'd start seeing just how tough things are.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what put me onto it. I started... No idea. Anyway, I went down a rabbit hole on AI and what have you, looking at our income rates over the last 30 or 40 years compared to everywhere else. And it's fucking... Well, we've not really plummeted. We've kind of just gone along really steady increase.
Yeah.
And America just goes, fucking, yeah.
Yeah, then what about now?
Yeah.
Drill, baby, drill.
Fucking drill, baby, drill. Well, the biggest problem that I have with this government is you need to make energy cheap. If you want people to do better and make more money, you make energy cheap. That's what makes the world go around.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Lower taxes, cheaper energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
People will make more money. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And putting in fucking wind farms and the world's most expensive nuclear facility is going in this country at the minute.
Is it?
It's already over budget by £53 billion. Dead serious.
Happy days.
Yeah. It's just a bit of red tape got in the way and it costs us an extra $53 billion.
Oh, well, it's only a year's payments to Ukraine.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I mean, they'll have that paid back in no time.
We're building a new nuclear facility, are we?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
I can't remember.
Right.
I'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, government contracts always come in ridiculous, though, don't they?
This is going to get us flagged.
What? Yeah. Where's the new UK nuclear facility?
Anglesey, that North Wales.
Oh, great. So it's not even in England. God forbid.
How much over...
Budget.
I know it's a long way over budget.
No definitive figure because it's that massive. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is another one then, because there's one that was already at 53 billion.
Right. Well, that's good though.
Yeah.
We do need nuclear power.
Yeah, fucking right. Nuclear is the way forward,
Yeah.
but not at that extreme price.
No. Well, you don't know what. Our mate Ben, he was telling me a few months ago, like, what they're making a day.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Like, they'll probably...
Well, yeah, of course it is,
Yeah.
because energy prices are fucking through the roof.
Yeah. We're paying, like, is it like 4 times more for gas than America? Like,
Yeah.
gas as in petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're there at about fucking $3.20 a gallon, and we're at about 12.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I mean, it's one of them. I mean, but that's bought in as well, most of it, because they don't drill that much, do they? Well, not.
No.
I mean, they probably do a lot more.
They barely buy. Oh no, they do. They use a lot of gas from Canada, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Canada's threatened to switch off the gas to the US if they start fucking around, don't they?
Fuck off.
That's what I was hearing.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, which is fair.
But that was from one of my liberal friends from New Zealand.
Right. They're trying some Trump tactics.
Yeah, he's fucking what's his face, that narcissist cunt.
Trudeau.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He is a true narcissist, that bloke.
He's creepy looking as well.
Yeah.
But he's leaving, isn't he?
Yeah. I listened to Jordan Peterson, the psychologist.
Yeah.
He broke his speech down over like 15 or 20 minutes. And literally everything he said points to him being a fucking narcissistic psycho.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up. I'm a fighter. Everybody knows. But I quit.
Death warrant, as soon as Trump got
Yeah.
voted in, it's like, it's just so many people. But I bet Starmer's be panicking, surely. Cause
Got to be.
when Trump turns on him.
I can't remember who it was the other day. Someone was posting on Twitter, leaked from Number 10, that the mood in Number 10 is pretty fucking dire.
Yeah.
Which I can imagine that it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost feel sorry for him if he wasn't such an awful human.
I know. Yeah, you can imagine, like, the majority of the country, fucking
Free gear care.
free gear care, never air care.
Starmer the farmer harmer.
I saw there might be mention of the words two-tier policing might become, like they'll start coming around to people's houses if you write that on social media.
Really?
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Doesn't
Apparently that
surprise me.
makes you part of the far right.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. By saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Whoops.
We've videoed ourselves saying it 100 times.
No, we haven't. We were just saying what other people were saying.
Right. Yeah. Quotes.
We were quoting people.
Imagine that. Imagine if they start coming arresting you for that.
It's ridiculous. Hurty word police.
We can't have an opinion on our police force.
Because you might upset them.
Yeah.
So they need to come around and arrest you if you say the not nice words about them. So you've got to talk in sunshine and fucking roses about police.
Right.
Fuck off.
We'll stop saying two-tier then, and we'll just say...
No, because that's censorship.
And we'll just say pro-rape gangs.
Yeah, the pro-rape gang police force. Now we are definitely getting arrested. Well done.
Yeah. I was listening to a girl being interviewed the other day, and she's Pakistani and she's Muslim. And she did a podcast and basically said, like, this isn't all of us, and I'm here, like, I'm on your side, and I want to explain to you why you are right, and there's certain types of Pakistanis and certain types of Muslims who you are going to continually have a problem with, and you will not get rid of it unless you get rid of them.
Right.
So, like, when we colonise...
She'll turn up dead in a river then, won't she?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. But she was very honest. Yeah. She said her inspiration was basically if you're not trying to fix the problem, you're part of it. She said, well, I want a good life for my kids.
Yeah.
So I need help. But she was saying, like, her family was from Pakistan, and when we colonised it or whatever, and then we pulled out and said, and all of you can come back to our country as well. They said what they didn't pay any attention to is, like, Pakistan's a huge country.
Yeah.
It was not just one load of people.
This is a bunch of different tribes.
Tribes. And he said, and some of them tribes are not good people in comparison.
Yeah.
And she said that's what your country has made the huge mistake of just letting any tribe in.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not just Pakistan. But
there's good and bad of all types, isn't there?
Yeah. It's just you're going to see a bad average from them people.
Right. Okay.
Because they are the believers of whites are a lesser race and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so you're just importing Islamo-fascist people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is apparently a real thing, Islamo-fascist.
So what does that translate to?
Oh, it's basically fascism in the form of Islam.
Right, okay.
You know, you got the Arab Spring, which is basically like the modern day Enlightenment for Christianity.
Yeah.
And then the opposite side of that is the fucking fascist side of Islam.
Yeah.
It's very complex. I've started listening to a bit on it, trying to understand a bit more, but my brain doesn't quite work fucking well enough to
We're not smart.
take all the information in.
We're not smart.
So I can just remember like snippets to try to make yourself sound smart, but I don't fucking understand.
Yeah. There's gonna be some civil wars or something, isn't there? Because
I fucking hope not. That is it's a dark outlook on life.
I know. But have you seen? Do you think there's been a real shift of what's being spoken about on the internet? No one's just mincing the words just as much at the minute.
No.
So they're saying, and they're saying the words Muslim. They're not quoting it. They're not going like something.
Yeah.
They're not. We're getting straight to the point now.
I don't like how they just brandish all Muslims with it though.
No. That's
the thing, because that's where it gets dangerous. And I've also wondered that about Trump with his deportations. I understand that you want to get rid of the illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
But is there a line?
I think they're gonna. Well, from what I gather, they're going to deal with that line at some point.
Yeah. So they're just going after the hardcore like criminal lunatics.
So they're going after illegal immigrants who have committed a crime.
Yeah.
And they're all sagging him off, aren't they? Tom Homan.
Yeah.
But he said, if I go to arrest an illegal immigrant who's committed a crime, and an illegal immigrant is sat next to that person, they're both coming.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Yeah.
They're all sagging him. And then you've got all the news. Have you seen all the news are trying to trip him up? So they're going, so you're just going to just deport anyone? Like, why aren't you just deporting the criminals then? And he went, they're both criminals.
Yeah.
They're both illegal means illegal.
They're broken federal crimes together. Yeah.
The brainwashing in America with that immigrant stuff is wild because they've all forgot that that's a crime.
Yeah.
And I get some people are not from the same background as us, but when you went to New Zealand, did you even question having to go through your visa stuff?
No.
No, you don't, do you?
Just fucking do it.
You do it.
Pay the money, do the work.
Yeah. I'm not allowed, when I did Oz, I'm not allowed into Australia unless I follow this procedure.
It's not easy, and it's fucking expensive.
Yeah. But I never questioned it once.
No.
I just did it.
Yeah.
And I get, if you're coming from a war-torn country.
Yeah, but I only went over there with a fucking £1,000.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyone could have fucking done what I did.
Yeah. I mean, I get some people don't have £1 and they're going over on a dinghy. But I did see someone make a good point the other day, which I never thought, and said, are we not giving a bit too much credit to this war-torn country shit? I said, is Morocco in a war?
No.
Is Egypt in a war?
No.
Is Albania in a war?
No.
And I was like, just that saying has got a bit too used.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, not everyone's from a war-torn country. A lot of them are just from another country, and they're just not following the rules.
It fucks me off when you see these quote-unquote liberals, they're not really liberals anymore, talking about who's going to do all the fruit-picking jobs. It's like, what are you on about, you racist fuck? It's not all immigrants that do this work. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. It's like softcore racism, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're trying to stick up with them, also saying that they're only fit to do that fucking job.
Yeah.
Who's going to clean your toilets? Do you remember fucking... what's her face?
I know what you're saying.
Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. She's
Kelly.
like... Yeah, Kelly Osbourne. She's like... And then you've got to wonder who's going to clean your bathrooms. What the fuck are you on about, you racist pig?
And do the gardening.
Yeah.
It's like us saying that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna run the corner shop?
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's obscenely racist, and then coming from a place of trying to like grandstand and white knight.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
is.
no one seems to like call them out on it.
No,
It's
no.
obscene.
I know. I mean,
I find it more offensive than like actual outright racism, to be honest.
I know, yeah.
At least you know where that guy stands. Like these fucking chameleons that stand there trying to fucking grandstand.
Who's going to clean my toilet?
Yeah. We should actually fact check that. Make sure.
Yeah, in case she listens.
Yeah, fuck. She fucking did mean it like that.
She fucked up.
She fucked up so bad. But that's how they all are.
That is just.
Who's going to clean your toilets, Mr. Trump? What the fuck did you say?
Oh, she fucked that right up.
Yeah, she did.
That's her, like, cancelled in her own team for the next
She's
6
cancelled
months.
into oblivion now. I wonder what she's up to.
I'm surprised that Kelly Osbourne is even on the left, actually. If she is, I mean, it looked like it from that video.
She looks like the definition of left.
She does, but her dad couldn't look like the more definition of right.
Well, he just looks like an anarchist, doesn't
Yeah,
he? He's not right at all.
His song War Pigs is like one of our theme tunes to this
Yeah, true.
podcast.
That is an angry looking face, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's not a happy soul.
she looks so much different. Did you used to watch the Osbournes? That was the first reality TV show.
Really? Oh, yeah,
yeah.
of course it was. When he was throwing dog meat over the fence and shit.
Yeah. Oh, it was like what he always reminded me of. Do you remember that butler in Tomb Raider that just walked around with a tray hunched over? That's all Ozzy Osbourne did.
Sharon!
That's all he did. Just walk around fucked up.
Yeah.
He still do. He has a podcast. Him and his family do a podcast.
That will be a hard listen.
Yeah, he's a bit stuttery, but he's still performing.
I want to see what she looks like now.
He's still.
She'll look more of a mess.
Well, when was that recorded?
That was 9 years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why she disappeared into oblivion.
She looks. So she's ended up getting the same. This is what I meant. She looks well different.
Holy fuck, she looks even more fucked somehow.
She's gone and got her mum's plastic surgeon because she actually looks like her mum a lot now. Because Sharon looks a bit fucked as well.
Yeah, she does, yeah.
As much as I like her.
Well, that's airbrushed to fuck, isn't it? Rough.
That's a different woman, isn't it?
That's not the same lesbian that we saw earlier. Is it?
I was thinking when you
Who the
showed me
fuck is this gimp?
Ozzy.
Is that Ozzy?
No.
Yeah, she does look like Sharon there, doesn't she? Sharon!
Fucking funny. First reality TV show.
Fucking grim. Absolutely grim.
All right, so when you were saying about what are they going to have to draw a line? Illegal immigrants are illegal.
Yeah.
What do you think? So, I mean, England's going to be different, but where do you think America should draw the line?
Draw the line on people that have been out there. If they can prove that they've been there paying taxes and working for more than 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, never committed a crime.
Yeah.
You're not sending all your fucking money back home every week. That's a big one because it just fucking kills economies.
Yeah.
You know, if you can prove all that,
Yeah.
no one else over the border, everyone else at the border should be fucking stopped, obviously.
Yeah.
You can't take in anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know whether I brought this up last week because I had a thought on immigration. And I can't remember whether I brought it up.
Go for it.
Yeah, if we are so, like, pro-building houses in this country, surely the cheaper thing to do is to stop cunts coming in. Because apparently we have a fucking birthing problem.
Yeah. Declining population.
So that means houses are freeing up all the time. We don't need to be building houses. We just need to be stopping cunts coming up at the fucking border, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, if we've got a true housing problem, it'll fucking sort itself in 10 years because most of our population is over the age of fucking 80.
Yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. It's so damn sight cheaper than building.
A politician has just called Starmer out on this week.
Have they?
In the House of Parliament.
I'm so fucking far ahead.
And he said, why are we aiming to cater for 72 million people by 2030?
Yeah.
If we have a declining population, that would mean that you're assuming you're going to have 500,000 people come into this country every year until, I think it was 2030, it might have been 10 years.
Yeah.
He's saying, what are we doing?
Yeah, what's the fucking crack?
Yeah, he said, the people voted for less migration to reach that figure that you're saying is going to be more.
Yeah.
And we're a declining population, so what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And his response was,
it's the Conservatives' fault. And
obviously.
we're bringing it down.
Right.
And then sat back down with his stupid face.
How far into their reign of terror do they keep saying it's the Conservatives' fault? At what point does it become their own fault?
I don't know.
You know?
Never. They will never say it, will they?
No.
But
how long can you keep that fucking facade up for?
God, no. He'll just do it forever, won't he?
Yeah.
Until he gets fucked up.
The imaginary £22 billion black hole in the budget.
Yeah.
That's been emptied by going to Ukraine.
I couldn't start. Yeah.
Maybe we should list some facts about how much the government wastes every week. You know, just on these fucking... How much do you think we spend on hotels every day?
Do you want to look it up?
I'll fucking have a quick Google.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know you were going to press start.
Okay. Didn't mean you had to be so fucking rough. Either way. So, in September 2023, the last reported spending was around £8 million per day on migrant hotels.
Wow.
Posts on X from 2024 to 2025 estimating cost to be around £10 million a day, so £70 million a week. So what's that? 70 million times 52. Blah, blah, blah. 700. So 1.5 trillion.
Billion.
Billion. 1.5 billion a year. Okay.
Hotels.
Yeah, 1.5 billion a year on hotels, but, $22 billion black spot.
God.
And then I thought, well, I wonder how much of the government, how many people in the population work for the government. About 15% of the UK's workforce is government workers.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is a fucking sickening number. That's massive. It should be around 6 for a healthy economy.
You've figured that out, have you?
Listening to Musk talk about it, from Doge.
Is he talking about also NHS is government? I don't know if that counts in England versus America.
It might do, actually. I hadn't thought about that.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll let the... Yeah, okay.
But
there's probably 1 million in that. There's still 6 million. So I was like, I wonder what our total GDP is. And our total GDP per year is 3.8-ish trillion.
Yeah.
But what's 15% of 3.8 trillion? It's just over £500 billion.
So I don't understand.
So we have a black hole in the budget of 22 billion.
Right.
And we have a 15% of our GDP is spent on government works. On average, it's probably upward, plus minus a couple of percent.
Yeah.
So, of our global, great, whatever the GDP stands for, I can't remember off the top of my head. Gross domestic product.
Yeah.
So, of that is 0.5, it's 562 billion.
Yeah.
It's a fucking frightening number. 562 billion.
Yeah, that's
so if we trimmed fucking 2% of the government's fat, we would cover the losses of this black hole that they're talking about, and we wouldn't have to fucking touch the farmers, the extra taxes, the council taxes that are going up to an extortionate amount over the next few months.
Yeah. What's the black hole? What's that about?
In the budget, they say that there's a £22 billion black hole in the budget. They've been wanking on about it for a year now.
Right, okay.
That's, Rachel from accounts has been...
Oh, and that's what they're trying to fix by...
Yeah, by taxing everybody into a fucking oblivion.
Taking the heating off old people.
Yeah. Saved $500,000 there. Nice one, Keir.
Yeah.
Oh, so all they had to do is fire fucking 2% of the workforce that works for the government. Well, I'm sure that could be quite easily fucking done.
I'm sure it could. It's when you look at NHS is a different beast, isn't it? Obviously, you've got other government jobs,
Yeah.
but you think like, I don't think they're going to take a hold of it. I think they'll let it die. But like, who's going to take a hold of that?
The NHS.
Wastage.
I feel like they'll sell it out.
Yeah, I think they will. They're gonna.
They'll just cut it up and sell it off slowly to their fucking buddies that went to eat them with.
Yeah. Have you seen how much that costs a day?
The NHS.
Yeah. Mental money. I mean, I didn't know the migrants cost that much per day. To be fair. So,
yeah, it's a fucking staggering amount.
I remember it being.
So £500 million a day is spent on the NHS. So
how creepy! Like the money going on that is crazy.
So what's 500 million divided by 70 million?
No, like 7, something like that.
Well, how many people do we have? 68 million people in this country.
Something like that.
So, that's a fucking good guess, that, Dan. £7.35 per person per day is spent on the NHS.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah, things cost a lot.
Per person, that's man, woman, and child.
Yeah. Obviously, it costs a lot.
Yeah.
But you just that sort of money is.
I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth. I'll be honest.
Well, you only have to wait 6 months to get your fucking. I don't know. Whenever you get checked, I know there'll be a few things wrong with you. Whatever you get.
Pretty much all of it, but we just ignore that.
It's crazy.
They just put you on a fucking list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait times are really
wait
bad
times
now.
are fucking horrendous.
Yeah. It's getting really bad, isn't it? And
I know people that have been waiting to see doctors for over a year for an issue.
Like, how's that ever going to catch up without massive investment?
Yeah.
You know, stop every frigging migrant hotel in the country. You still only got 8 million. That's not even 10% of what we spend on the NHS.
No, it's not. It's fucking 100 million a
Crazy,
week.
Isn't it? I tell you, do you want to? We were just talking before.
No, 500 million a day. That's fucking incredible numbers.
It is, isn't it?
It's
couldn't believe it.
Fucking incredible.
Couldn't believe it. I think when I last looked a few years ago, obviously things have inflated a lot, haven't they?
£500 million a day.
Imagine being in charge of that bank account. Ping,
We'd just
ping,
constantly
ping.
be in the fucking red, won't it? In the black, whatever.
Yeah. So at least they're spending more on the NHS than they are on Ukraine.
Yay.
Still makes me sick when we found out a couple of episodes ago about that 100-year deal. I was looking up about that.
Not by much, though. Oh, yeah, no, by quite a bit. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, quite a lot.
So we spend the same amount in a week on the on the NHS as we spend on the Ukraine in a year.
That's a pretty mental statement, isn't it?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Either way, that's crazy. So, like...
The fact that it's only 1/52nd of the amount that we spend on the NHS a year that goes to Ukraine is actually fucking ridiculous. We could get an extra...
Week.
Yeah, an extra £1 a day off each person for the cost of the NHS.
Yeah, or we could pay for the old people's heating to put back on.
We could do that, yeah. No, fuck them.
Do you want to hear... We were just talking about Trump's press secretary.
Yeah.
Did you hear that she's been getting grilled about cutting monetary aid, like financial aid to abroad?
Yeah.
Did you hear what she said about she found a cost?
Go on.
Thing. She's like, yeah, we are cutting costs. This is what I'd love to see what England does. Yeah, we are cutting costs. She went, we've just found out, we've just been going through our global aid, and we were just about to approve a purchase for $50 million about to be sent to Gaza just for condoms.
What? That's not real.
Yeah, she said it. She said it on the press conference.
Fuck off.
50 million. So there's no way there's $50 million worth of condoms arriving on a truck, is there? So we know
at £1 a piece. You're making good money on condoms there. There's not 50 million people in Gaza. Not after how many have been killed.
Yeah. So you went,
How the fuck is that? Well, it's just extortion, isn't it? Is that?
So that's the beginning of that doge, and they've gone through foreign aid, and they've said we're starting to see some pretty crazy. We've been spending crazy money in crazy places, like.
So we need something similar in this country.
But what are we spending on condoms for Gaza?
Probably quite a lot.
Like, how was that ever? What paperwork?
I'll ask Grok.
What paperwork is that in? Yeah, she said it. It's not like even an article. She said it in front of people.
Is that real?
What do you think is what are you saying? AI?
I don't know.
How much is the UK spending on condoms for Gaza? Sure, hopefully zero. Oh, so it's bringing up straight away that American thing.
Yeah.
All right, so it's saying it hasn't been proven yet on the American side, but they're not going to come out with something. They're not just going to make stuff up. Especially, that's a pretty crazy story. You wouldn't even think to say.
Yeah, even if it's only half true, and they were only sending $25 million on condoms.
Johnny, it's a lot of Johnnies.
You'd be pissed off if they were spending 250 grand on Johnnies for Gaza, wouldn't you? They need to not use condoms for a bit. They need to get breeding again.
Fucking hell. So yeah, wouldn't you it'd make you sick if you found out what England were spending.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't it? On the crazy shit.
Maybe that is what we need, isn't it?
8 million a day on hotels. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
They say, we don't need to. We're not even having that. Obviously, America are having a huge conversation about migrants. We're not really. I mean, I know we're having it in a sense of like.
Yeah, but only on the fringe.
Yeah.
But I did see polling the other day that for the first time, Reform is ahead of Conservatives and Labour in polling. Oh,
right, okay.
First time ever, obviously.
Yeah, which is huge because of the small party in comparison.
Yeah.
Really. Starmer stood up in the.
We need to get some Reform MPs on this poddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stood up the other day and said, we won by a landslide vote. I'm like, well, you didn't really, did you?
You won by 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it all looks different because of the...
You only got 20% of the fucking voting population to vote for you,
That's
dickhead.
not landslide, mate. Chill out.
I will be upset if Labour and fucking Tories get in again.
God, yeah. I'd
rather have the monster raving loony party than fucking Labour or Tories again, because they're clearly incompetent or corrupt.
Corrupt. Well, that figure come out the other day. How many Labour people now have basically had to have resigned or been fired for being nonces or nonces effect?
Nonce offences.
Yeah, isn't it like 75?
It was up there. We'll do a fact check on that.
It's a lot of people. It's too many. 74 too many.
Have stepped down.
Like, yeah. They are corrupt. Corrupt as fuck.
Will Grok understand what a nonce offence is?
No, you just... There you go. Oh, yeah, it does.
Fucking hell.
There's a few.
There's quite a few.
I don't know if you're going to get just the grand answer, but...
Yeah, maybe I've worded it poorly with nonce, but at least 7 confirmed in the last God knows how long. It's fucking appalling, eh?
They are corrupt.
1 would be too many.
Yeah.
You need to do a serious... If you're in an organisation and there's 300 of you, or whatever's in the Labour Party,
yeah,
and there's 7 of them are convicted nonces, you start looking at your fucking teammates pretty different, don't you?
Yeah.
You'd start looking at, is this cunt a fucking nonce? You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
How the fuck would you want to be associated with that prick in any way, shape, or form?
This team is corrupt. This team is... Something's going wrong.
Yeah, we're doing something wrong here because we're clearly attracting nonces. We've caught 7 of these cunts.
But I read it was 75, so God knows.
That's probably just confirmed MPs.
Yeah.
You're not talking about running mates and like that prick that got arrested the other week.
Yeah.
After he'd been like trying to solicit like underage gays on his fucking Twitter.
Fucking hell.
That's a fucking true story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good.
No, no, it's really not.
They're not looking good, let's be honest. I come across a podcast this week, and I don't know how I got onto it. It's, you know, Tommy Robinson on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
They've got that Vicky Richter or something.
Yeah.
She goes and does reporting from America and stuff. She did an interview with some Muslim guy, actually, but he's, you know, on the right side, whatever. And he's coming out. He's basically, the whole podcast, the whole story he was telling was exactly like Tommy Robinson's story.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was part of the government, and I saw all these problems, and then I was basically shunned from the parties. I started getting threats off Islamic people. They were coming to my house,
Holy
threatening
fuck.
to kill us. And then when I rang the police, they said, you need to stop harassing people. And he was like,
What?
what? And they wouldn't give him any protection. They're threatening to kill him.
It wasn't that dude that was on Rogan's podcast, was it?
I don't
A while ago.
I don't think so.
He was a great guy.
The name was like Mia Raja.
Yeah, he got arrested in Egypt or something.
I don't think it's
Did
the same
time in
guy.
an Egyptian prison.
No, definitely not the same guy.
Right.
Well, that'd be a pretty big part of his story to miss
Yeah,
out.
true. Yeah. But he was all about freedom of speech and
Yeah. But even though I did believe the Tommy Robinson documentary, to have someone telling this same story again about how they were trying to cover him up because he was coming after grooming gangs and the reporting on it, I was like, well, I'm not liking this now. This is another and a Muslim guy, so it doesn't really matter. It's just no one should come out with it whatsoever.
So it's yeah. So he was a far right white lunatic as well, was he?
Yeah.
That Muslim guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they released on him.
Get fucked.
Yeah, they
I
did,
was
yeah.
joking.
No, yeah, that's what
way.
they said about him. Yeah.
Get fucked.
It's fucking far right shit, innit? It's mental.
The thing, I've said it before, but it loses its potency when you use it like that.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be that calling someone far right, it was a real fucking, it's a big no-no.
Yeah.
And they've diluted the word of it, the harshness of the word.
Yeah. You know what's
And I find that quite offensive, to be honest.
what?
That they've diluted such a powerful fucking word.
Yeah.
Because it should hold meaning, and they've overused it to a point where it has no meaning anymore.
Because, do you know what, though? The real offensive term,
Yeah.
I would say, is far left. Because you know exactly who a far left person is now.
Yeah.
Fucking nonce.
Yeah, nonces or Trotskyites.
Yeah, do you know what?
Anyone who claims to be a Trotskyite is just a fucking genocidal maniac.
Do you know what? They have diluted far right, but at least I'm not far left.
Yeah. I've still got my own genitals that haven't been mutilated.
Yeah, what fucking nonsense.
I'm not campaigning for kids to have their genitals mutilated either,
Yeah.
which is the most insane shit ever.
I heard a guy the other day. We haven't followed politics for long properly, have we? But basically saying like all the things that the Nazis were pro
Yeah.
was all socialism or whatever.
Yeah.
He said they were Democrats.
Yeah, National Social Party.
Yeah,
National
yeah.
Socialist Party.
So like,
Nazi.
yeah, they're like, they all call Trump and they all call far rights Nazis. They're like, no, Nazis are left.
Yeah. Do you know who owned all the slaves in America?
No.
Democrats.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, did you see that on the internet this week? They did some tracing back, and the only president that there's ever been who is not related to slave owners is Trump.
No. What, even Barack?
Yeah, all. I mean, I think this is going back a long way. So much so that it's just pointless.
Yeah.
But just is again funny what they all said about Trump going to be.
Well, to be fair, Trump's family moved over from Scotland in the like 1910s.
Yeah. But he's just another thing.
So that does make sense.
Yeah.
There's no slaves in Scotland, was there?
No.
Unless they were Scottish.
The
serfs.
Untamables.
Yeah, the Untamables.
Romans who conquered the world got to Scotland and went,
Nah,
"Oh,
fuck these cunts."
build a wall.
We got to the wall and everyone's there drinking Buckfast.
Didn't they build the wall? Didn't they build Hadrian's Wall?
The Romans?
Yeah. Yeah. And went, right, fuck these guys.
He was the colonel or whatever.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
We can't handle the Scots. Yeah. We can conquer the world, but we can't.
The Scots will go no further. Yeah. To be fair, they probably got up to Newcastle like, fuck, it's cold up here. I don't fancy going any further north.
Yeah.
And then you see these fucking lunatics with blue shit on the face wearing like skirts.
Shouting freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pissed out the fucking head.
Ran into William.
Running around naked in the fucking snow.
Yeah.
They're all there freezing the fucking shit together with them. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, now. Yeah, so, well, more shit, but yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know about the Nazi stuff, and it's just like, well, even more
makes
irony.
sense, doesn't it?
Even more irony.
Yeah. It's not even ironic, it just makes fucking sense.
Yeah. I keep trying to, I've said before, I keep trying to listen to democratic stuff, because I'm like, you shouldn't, people can operate. I know I spend a lot of time as the one who's like confirmation bias, so they have an opinion.
Yeah, and you should hear it, yeah.
And they should hear it, but then they'll type something into Google and basically look for the article that meets their needs.
Yeah.
What are they really looking for? So say they want to find out Trump's corrupt.
Yeah.
Type in Trump's corrupt, scan through for the right article for them, and it'll confirmation bias, isn't it? I'm always like, right, go the opposite. Listen to Democrat things. And I was listening to, like, in America, a Democrat sat down with guys who all Trump supporters now. They actually all were Democrats before Biden.
Yeah.
And they're talking about all the things Trump's bringing in, and like how, you know, there was like 350,000 kids missing in America, and all the migration problems. They went through all these things, and they found 75,000 kids so far.
No.
Yeah, that's what Tom Homan's come out with. So So they were saying, like, what the fuck were you all doing?
Yeah.
So this Democrat sat there and he's like, yep, Trump's doing some good stuff. And then as they moved off that conversation, he still went at the end of it, well, I would have voted for Kamala. Why?
Yeah.
Her party
was explicit in it.
Yeah, like, and if they found
Implicit.
75,000 kids in the last, how long has it been? A week and a half.
Yeah, week and a half.
Yeah, but probably a week when I actually listened to that.
Yeah.
What were they doing?
They found 75,000 of these missing kids. What the fuck were they, in holding pens or something?
I don't know. I mean, clearly they
fucking
weren't
cattle markets or something.
Yeah, clearly they weren't as lost as.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But like, what's going on? And I listen and I'm like, basically these like technically right wing people were saying, tell us why in the next election what you're going to do different. And he was so tone deaf. He was like, we're going to make the country richer. I was like,
yeah, but what are you doing different?
Yeah, and they were like, no, you're missing it. You're missing why you've lost this in the first place. Don't come out with it's just
platitudes.
Yeah. Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for the kids? Are you doing it for the people? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And he just couldn't get it through his head. I don't understand why we lost this. Whereas Trump comes through and goes, we're stopping this, we're stopping that, we're going to do this for our people. And they just don't get it.
When Trump first won, there was like a half a day of clarity on Reddit, and people were like, what are we doing wrong? There was all these people asking these questions like, why have we lost this and that? And then it immediately went the next day, Trump's a Nazi! Like, oh, you were nearly there, guys. You were so nearly there.
It's blind, and I'm trying to like pick up on stuff that I don't like. What could I find fault in?
Yeah.
I haven't really found one yet. I want to find why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Why is it wrong?
Someone convince me why I'm wrong.
Yeah. In America, they've said we're not going to acknowledge more than two genders. Okay, right. Where can I find the problem with this?
Yeah.
I can't really.
What is the issue with it?
Yeah. It's not saying you can't do what you want.
No.
But where can I find the problem?
They fired 15,000 transgender people from the military.
Have they fired them?
Yep.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah. As if there's 15,000 transgender people in the fucking military. Yeah.
They were paying for people to do
Surgeries.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
I've come across a video the other day. It's this this black lad having a shave.
Yeah.
He's got makeup on, and he's going, all the adversity I had in my life. Whilst he's having a shave, I don't really understand this, but very feminine looking. And I've been in the military 4 years now, and I've had my hormones paid for, my puberty block, whatever, breast implants.
Fuck
Da-da-da.
off. The military was paying for breast implants.
Yeah, well, the military's paying for it.
Surely not.
Yeah, because I don't know if we're doing it in England, but the American military was paying for gender affirming care.
What the fuck?
And he's having a shave as well, so I was like, this
What the
video's
fuck?
weird. It was like, but then I also hit a
So he
point.
couldn't commit to the laser hair removal on the beard
Well,
thing.
maybe that's his next purchase.
Yeah.
But they stopped spending that. The one thing I was thinking about that I'm torn on that is I also think everyone who fights for your country should get anything they want. So
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of things that disqualify you from joining the military,
yeah,
like having ADHD.
yeah,
You know, there's a lot of real basic things like if you've got asthma, you can't join.
yeah.
So, I mean, if you've got a mental illness, like depression, you're not allowed in the military.
No.
So gender dysphoria, how is that any different than, you know, like depression or fucking ADHD or asthma?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They also fired like 20,000 people over the COVID jabs, didn't they? And they're going to hire them all back with back pay,
Oh, yeah.
which is wild.
Yeah, full back pay, wasn't
Full
it?
back pay for 4 years.
Yeah, so people who fired out of the military for not taking the jab,
Yeah.
they're hiring them all back. Full back pay. Fucking fair play. There's not one thing he's come out with yet that I can really fault. It's unreal.
No, not that I've seen reported anyway.
It's unreal.
I'm
the
sure
stuff
that
he's
if
doing.
you dug into every single thing that he's signed, I mean, he's done like 100 executive orders now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just fucking firing them out.
Yeah. I had it all ready last week because I was going to go through quick fire, but there's so many. So some of it I did.
Yeah.
Some of it was politics stuff,
yeah.
that, you know. But so many things you just like, yes, I've got. Oh my god, was
It
that
makes
even
so
a
much
thing?
sense, yeah.
Just back to common
And if it's
sense.
that bad in America, oh, fucking hell. Imagine how bad it is here.
Yeah.
Because the rot is way deeper here.
Yeah.
Corruption's worse, I think. It feels like it. It's worse in a different way here.
Yeah.
I feel.
It's like quiet in England. I feel like it's dead.
It's all backroom talks, and
America you can track almost, and you literally can.
unless you're in the Pentagon.
Yeah, okay. But it'll all be just gayer in England. It'd be
Yeah.
like, no, you can't just go into their bank account and see that they've been taking payments. It'll be something gay, like, oh, well, he's had,
Yeah.
I don't know, just
He's had
soft.
football tickets.
It'd be- yeah, soft corruption, just
Yeah.
ridiculous stuff. At least in America. I don't know. You seen
It'd be George Soros fucking paying a newspaper in the UK £5 million a year for the last 10 years that only supports these bullshit fucking ideologies.
Yeah.
And they also donate a shitload of money to Labour every year, which is weird.
Yeah. Just this week, have you seen? So RFK is going in for confirmation, isn't he, to get
Yes.
into the thing, and he's been getting an absolute grilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you seen some of the videos?
Yeah, I've seen some.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Some guy, I actually get when they're giving him shit about vaccines. You could make the point that they need to be absolutely sure that he's not going to try and cancel all vaccines, even though he said he's not.
Yeah.
And they're also saying that he could potentially sue all health companies and personally profit. I don't think he would at all, but there's a point, so they're grilling him. But then I saw this article, and it said, basically, if you watch all the videos, you can track for the person who gave him the most shit, all the way to the person who gave him the least shit. They then went into the payments of companies paid them over the terms for the senator terms.
Yeah.
And they said the guy who gave him the most shit was Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
And he received $2 million from healthcare companies for his campaign. And then it went down to the next one, 1.7 million. And then
Fuck off. Really? So that is just blatant corruption.
Blatant corruption. That's what I mean.
I've really gone off the boil of Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, well, I've only ever listened to half an hour of him. I don't know why. I just never ended up doing because he's not been part of this system, process.
I mean, the memes were good when Biden got in, weren't they? And he was sat on that chair by himself. Oh, that was great. It was great TV.
I wasn't paying attention back then. But
What's his name?
Bernie Sanders. Yeah. They're all grilling him and like this guy saying we need to fix the kids and make kids healthier, and they're like, no, you can't get in. I don't think he's gonna get in.
Bernie or RFK.
Yeah. Inauguration.
Yeah, from when Biden got in.
Yeah, right.
The meme where he's just sat there by himself. It was pathetic. It was really bad.
Is this all just going to be AI shit?
Yeah, it's not going to give you the fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But you can just see in these people, these people grilling him. I don't know if we get him. Don't think he will.
He might, because there's a lot of fucking pressure on the senators from the US, isn't there?
Yeah. And they're all just saying, you and your conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And he's like, well, this one's been proven, this one's been proven, this one's been proven. And they're like trying to butt in so he stops saying how many have been proven.
That one. You remember the videos of like people spinning off into space, that weird like Daft Punk music?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't looking at any of this back then. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I want him to get in.
Yeah, I hope he does. I really hope.
Just because you'd also, that'd be interesting to see. Okay, what are they going to do for people? The whole So when Biden left office, he pardoned Anthony Fauci, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he's pardoned him back to 2014, which is the same date as Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
When they set up the
Ukraine labs.
The Ukraine labs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been pardoned, hasn't he? Thinking, RFK will definitely go after Fauci because he hates him, doesn't he? He wants to fuck him up for COVID.
I'm actually considering reading the real Anthony Fauci book.
Yeah, we should read it.
Yeah, just for fun.
Because I'm all about the vid being completely ridiculous, but we just need to know the absolute, the facts on it. Like they said, RFK never got sued for writing the book, so there's clearly something correct in there. But he's been pardoned, and I was like, shit, we're never going to see justice for that then. But I heard someone describing today that he's been pardoned, but because it's a preemptive pardon, a bit like Hunter Biden, but his wasn't preemptive. Mm-hmm. Now Fauci can get dragged into a courtroom, and he's compelled to tell the truth. He can't plead the fifth.
Yeah.
He can't no comment or something.
Well, if he purges himself as well, and they prove it, he can go to jail.
Yeah. So he's like in a bind now where if they take him, you can still take him to court. He's just pardoned currently. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting actually.
It is. And if RFK gets in,
coming for him.
Yeah.
He's coming. Yeah.
And we've got until next week, and we find out about JFK.
Yeah. I don't know if that's actually right. It isn't. Next week is not when the files are released. Yeah. It's when the plan to release them needs to be ready.
Right.
So
is that right?
It could take
annoying.
I didn't know. I was listening to it today. So for anyone who don't know, Trump has approved the JFK files to be released.
And the MLK and the RFK senior.
Yeah. So some good proper conspiracy theory shit going on.
Yeah, there's some fucking tinfoil hat shit going around.
And everyone's very excited. But
in the tinfoil hat community, of course, yeah.
But apparently it's not as simple as it is. So he said there has to be a plan made for the release. Yeah. But there's a lot of things.
Must be somewhat serious then, if they need to plan the release.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But apparently it doesn't necessarily there can be a lot of things happening between the plan
Yeah.
and the release. Actual release can go on
Yeah.
where people will kick up a stink,
Yeah.
and it did try to happen last time Trump was in, and it didn't happen.
Yeah. But
Because-
Trump he said on Rogan, didn't he, that the only reason he didn't release them was because it might hurt people that are still alive, but now they're all dead.
Yeah.
That's what he said. They're all dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
I don't know what happens to anyone who loves a good conspiracy if that all comes out to be dodgy as fuck. Then we're just all going to go wild on
Yeah.
this is probably true as well.
Yeah. I can't fucking wait. Well, I mean, it might just start off the problem with it is for the deep state is that it could set off a chain reaction of different fucking conspiracies.
Yeah.
Like, it was a blast from the past conspiracy came up on Twitter the other day, and it was that chick talking about how Building 7 has just fallen while she's stood in front of a fucking picture of the live city skyline of Building 7 still standing.
What? She were being filmed.
Yeah,
Talking.
as 9/11 was happening
Yeah.
and the two towers were falling, she was
Oh.
stood there reporting about how fucking Building 7 had fallen, and Building 7 at the time was still up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So she jumped the gun.
She jumped the gun on her reporting.
I've still never heard a good reason of why that
I've
came down.
never been. It's always just been glossed over. So
Yeah.
I want to Google it, but BBC building.
Pause it. All right. So you just looked up the reporting on it, and they're saying just because BBC reported it had collapsed.
Yeah, fact check. It is true that a BBC journalist reported the collapse of World Trade Center 7 before it actually happened. But that does not mean that it was scripted. Source, BBC. Fuck off, eh? That is fucking...
That's a crazy one.
It's so on the nose.
Even if that was a conspiracy, I almost wouldn't want that one to come out. It'd be too
Why?
sad. It'd be
I
too sad.
want the 9/11 stuff to come out.
It'd be too sad, wouldn't it?
What was that report that fucking Bush did? And it was all under wraps, and then all of a sudden the NSA got extra powers, and Edward Snowden released a bunch of shit, and it just goes fucking downhill from there, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
It just sparked it up again the other day when I saw it. I was like, oh fuck, yeah they did. People always say, well, what have the BBC ever done that was wrongly reported? And I always forget about Building 7.
That's creepy, though, isn't it?
Really fucking creepy.
The whole thing, it's always been. I mean, there'll be a million podcasts talking about that, but the whole thing was just always odd, wasn't it? Why did that fall down?
Mate, they reported a building falling before it fucking fell. There's nothing more you need to say.
And obviously,
that has been fact-checked by the BBC, and they have told us that actually it doesn't mean anything, it's not scripted.
Yeah.
But okay, the building was still standing when she said it.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to her. What do you reckon happened to her career after she fucked up that bad?
She no longer exists.
She ended up in a fucking hole in Gitmo.
She'd be like a Trump assassin, just absolutely no trace.
There was no knives and forks in her apartment or anything.
Yeah.
She got fucking vanished.
God, yeah. It's just the whole thing, the way the two towers come down and everything, and you can come up with as many excuses as you want about
Jet fuel doesn't burn hard enough to fucking melt steel. True story.
Yeah. But even if they come down in a slightly different way to each other, but they both come down perfectly, and you're like,
it's almost like a controlled demolition.
Yeah, we're not that good at what the whole building was designed. That once hit by a plane, it will collapse perfectly down straight.
Yeah, if you hit them on the 80th floor, somehow that means that the whole building will drop down perfectly straight. mental.
Pretty weird, that.
So I mean, you think about it. All of the fuel from the jets, the jet fuel, is stored in the wings.
Yeah.
So most of that will have burnt up on impact when it hit the wing for it, and they exploded out. Most of that fuel will have exploded then.
Yeah.
So what we're told is that all the fuel leaked down the elevators and melted the fucking steel at the bottom, and that's why the whole building blew up.
Is that what they said?
That's the rationale.
Yeah.
Even though jet fuel doesn't burn hot enough to melt steel,
Yeah.
because obviously jets are made from fucking steel.
Yeah, yeah.
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 So obviously.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Like, none of it makes any sense. As soon as you start looking into it.
And they said,
and then you wrap round to Building 7.
yeah.
And then you go to the Pentagon. That's the creepiest one of them all, is the Pentagon for me.
I bet the JFK files were in the bit that it hit.
No, they were in Langley. Well, what is it? What's the story with Pentagon? So the Pentagon emptied the wing that got hit the week before it happened for painting and decorating, an entire wing of the Pentagon. And also, at the beginning of that week of 9/11, they announced that there was like something like $3 trillion missing from the books of the Pentagon.
Right.
And all of the documents that showed where all that was later found to have been in the wing that was fucking hit. It just made no fucking sense whatsoever.
I know.
And then you see the video of this Cessna plane. They said it was a Cessna that comes in. They've got a small video from a fucking security guard's hut, and it's like a fucking missile. Just comes. It's like, what the fuck? No one ever talks about it.
Yeah.
It's the most insane thing.
There was also the numbers on the wing of the plane. They then matched to another plane that was actually.
Oh, probably. I thought they found a
airport.
random wing, like the tail fin numbers, like 3 miles away in a forest.
Oh, it might have been. I don't know, because then there's that weird one where the other plane fell into the actual forest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's a fourth plane.
Yes, there was. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Was that the one that hit Building 7?
How did that come down?
Yeah. Have you seen the videos of Building 7 dropping?
No. Not having it.
That is utter bullshit. The simulation was completely different to the way that the building fell.
So we just watched a video, some old video on a lot of scientists analysing how that building fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the simulations didn't look anything like it.
No.
Saying,
the simulation has the building falling like in a wave.
Yeah.
And then you watch the video and the whole building just goes straight down like a controlled demolition. It's fucking wild.
Yes, we've discovered that fires can actually collapse a building, and this is why. Also, the sprinklers were not working at the time.
Yeah, so desks and carpet can burn hot enough to melt steel.
And the concrete all collapses.
And then the concrete collapses. Like, fucking how?
So, 3 buildings that day went down. Nothing else went down, did it?
The edge of the Pentagon.
No, but in the city.
Oh, yeah.
So the fire jumps over, misses all the other buildings.
Yeah.
And sets fire to that one.
Yeah.
And then it turns out fire can bring down.
Yeah,
3.
According to this company that has just figured out a way that buildings can be brought down by fire. It's coincidental that they managed to do that.
But
really good research on their behalf that they just managed to figure out how fire can bring down a building like a controlled demolition.
It's that thing I saw the other day.
Fucking ridiculous.
I saw the other day fires can bring down some of the biggest buildings in the world, but they cannot harm passports.
Yeah.
They found the passport of one of the terrorists on the floor outside. It blew out of the plane onto the street, and just at the right time, someone's walking past and going, "I found the passport. The building's gone, but the passport survived."
I'm just going to check this before I make this joke. I was just about to make a joke about how Sadiq Khan represented the other terrorist bomber that somehow didn't die in the attack, but it was just his company that did, what is it called? They did not directly represent whatever his face is. But they did do consultancy work on his case.
What?
Yeah.
London Mayor?
London Mayor Sadiq Khan. He's probably knocking about around the bottom and he was consulting and found his fucking passport.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You not know that?
No, I didn't.
I thought he'd actually represented him, so I was about to make a serious error in my fucking judgments. Luckily, I've got Grok to tell me that they only did consultancy work for him.
So, where was that guy caught from? He's like a planner.
I don't know.
Why is an English mayor consulting on a 9/11?
Well, he used to be a lawyer, didn't he?
Still. Have you seen that weasel getting grilled the other day?
Which one, Sadiq Khan?
They were asking him in a interview. For
If ever there was a man that wasn't trustworthy.
Yeah. His response, so this woman's grilling him. It's about like London districts. Yeah. And she's going, do we have grooming gang issues in London? And he went, can you rephrase the question? Do we have grooming gang? He said, I'm not really sure what you're getting at. This went on for ages. Mm-hmm. And what he's trying to do is get her to say Muslim grooming gangs. So then he can turn around.
And say, you're a racist.
Yeah. And he just kept going, I don't really understand what you're asking me. Well, either you're thick.
Yeah. Or you're complicit.
Yeah. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, you know.
You've not got anything to hide, right?
Yeah. The more stuff goes on, I know we're not on it, but
you end up just questioning everything.
Everything.
Because you can't trust anything. Or anyone.
The original Trump shooting, right? Listen to a guy, Sean Davis. Mm-hmm. He's been studying the whole thing for the last 6 months.
Of course, American.
Yeah. Obviously there's no details about the shooter. But then they go into the the sniper team. Mm-hmm. Like the leader of the sniper team was the most junior person on site.
Nice.
In the sniper team. Mm-hmm. He'd only been working for the government for 4 years, 2 of which are sniper school, 2 of which are just service. Never been in the army or anything.
It wasn't that chick that was trying to get a gun in the holster.
No, but probably equal.
That is one of the biggest displays of incompetence I've ever seen.
God, that was sad to watch. That one.
I almost felt sorry for her.
Yeah, that was painful.
It was.
They got a drone surveillance guy on site, which they're supposed to do. Yeah. So they scanned the area.
But he didn't turn up.
No, when he turned up, he had a bad Ethernet cord and spent a few hours ringing IT, trying to figure out why he couldn't get a good connection to his drone. Mm-hmm. And it was only fixed a few minutes after the shooting by the IT team.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
That
terrible.
Is fucking annoying, that.
Terrible like turn of events. Cops on the radio talking about a guy with rangefinder, but the lead counter sniper didn't even have a radio on him, and he left it in the tent.
That is inconvenient. That's fucking inconvenient, that.
Yeah, 2 years training he had, actually.
He was a pretty good shot. Is he the bloke that shot him? No, he's just the lead one.
And the guy who shot him took him 14 seconds. It was actually a police officer that put him down, but then the sniper definitely killed him.
Right.
So apparently the sniper was shooting something like serious rounds.
Yeah.
Now the police officer hit the guy, which
fucking 6'5" Creedmoors or something.
Something, yeah, huge round. Tucker Carlson was talking about it. It hit his head and come out of his shoulder spine area in a horrific fashion.
I can imagine, yeah. I do think that I saw a picture of him.
Yeah.
And there wasn't much left of his Swede.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I don't know where I saw that. It might not have been real. It's probably AI.
It's apparently, it was a cop who actually shot him.
Yeah.
Actually climbed up, and it was him who eventually fired the bullet. It took the sniper. They were saying he was like angled at, say, 14 degrees north. Mm-hmm. And they're like, why wasn't it angled at like 0 degrees, north?
Yeah.
Over the the roof.
The one building that wasn't covered, yeah.
And it took him 14 seconds, obviously, and quite fair enough.
Yeah.
Turn around, get a shot.
Well, no, because you're a professional sniper, and shooting's not that hard. Anyone can do it.
No.
If you can see, you can do it.
But
so he's led down. You that count 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's not fucking running anywhere, is he? He's not tracing him.
Good point.
Yeah.
As soon as you started counting, I was going, "Oh fuck, that's quite a lot of time." Just when you always get these things, you know that guy with the bad Ethernet connection, and you're like, no.
There's always these inconveniences and mishapperies, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, I left my radio in 10.
Mishappery, is that even a word?
Yeah. I left my radio in 10. Bloody hell.
Fuck.
Trump nearly died.
Bugger. We can't go on that roof because it's too dangerous of a slope. You fucking what? Old mate with the rifle didn't seem to have any fucking problems.
If anything, I'd have thought it'd be comfy. It's nice to have a bit of an incline.
It'd have been slightly uncomfy because it was on that wriggly tin and it's not the comfiest, is it? What the fuck?
There's still people, I mean, like, my boss thinks that's a setup still. He's like, no, it's not. It wasn't an assassination attempt.
What, they think Trump set it up?
Yeah, he thinks because there was talk of that, wasn't there? Because if you're going to be a conspiracy theorist one way,
you can be one the other way. Yeah.
He said no, it was publicity, but the common sense thing is you ain't letting anyone
take a pot shot at your head.
Yeah.
Not when they miss you by your ear with an iron sight from 140 yards.
Yeah. But his point then was, it wasn't even blood.
You'd have to be a really fucking brave man to let someone take a pot shot at your ear.
Yeah.
From 140 yards with the best scope in the world.
Yeah.
Let alone iron sights.
And you're only going to get a second to work it out because you've got to wait until I look to my right and then shoot.
Yeah, right. Good conspiracy.
And then it wasn't even blood on his ear. It was fake.
I say it, we're dismissing this conspiracy and we've just wanked on about Building 7. So.
The fun, but you just got it. I don't know if you could.
I do like the idea of that Trump set it up. I mean, it's a good one.
It's pretty brash, isn't it?
Mm.
Pretty confident. I mean, if there was any man confident to do it.
Yeah. The only reason that I don't think that it's a conspiracy is how much Trump has changed as a person from it.
Yes.
There is a clear change in who he is.
Yeah.
He's not that brash arsehole that he was before.
No.
Nowhere near. He's not the same.
It was like, and I know he's actually said the words, but he said like something intervened that day, and that just shows me now it's time to do
even
business.
More conviction.
Yeah, like we're changing the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, goosebumps.
But I can't I'm not religious, but stuff that could have happened if it went a different way.
Yeah. Maybe we would have been in World War III now if Trump would have been killed.
Yeah.
Because there would have definitely been a civil fucking war in America. That's for certain.
Yeah.
And that happens. China then becomes the big dog.
Yeah.
And then they start taking over Greenland.
Yeah.
So America's stretched in on a civil war and they start fucking going after China and Greenland. And then they set after Taiwan and China and America go hards on that side. We're fucked. We're already fucked.
Apparently we have 40,000 military-age Islamic men in this country that have just come in over the last few years.
That's good.
And our army is only 70,000 British men.
Right. Mint.
Interesting.
That's a random fact.
I just heard it the other day. Someone was going, we should just be aware of that, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange that all of these migrants that are coming over are military-age fighting men. I mean, you never see on the dinghies women holding 3 kids.
No.
No. It's always doctors and scientists getting off the fucking boats at Dover, isn't it?
I watched a coach pull up to one of them hotels, and they're all getting off, and they'll be fake, but all with Prada suitcases and all dressed really smart. They look better than I do.
In the knockoff gear.
Yeah, but they still look well better.
Knockoff gear.
Originals.
Ain't no knockoff gear around here, son.
Yeah, and I'm like, Oh yeah, there is no women and kids there. It's all just young lads looking mint.
Yeah.
They don't look. They're not from like.
They don't look war torn.
No.
You know what I mean?
They're like designer luggage. Like what's
Fake
going on?
Yves Saint Laurent bags. Just fucking YSL everywhere.
Crazy, man. I saw footage the other day from Sweden. Some reporters went into called a no-go zone. So it's a migrant zone. And it was just like a shopping district.
Yeah.
And they're walking through, and a couple are coming up and just going, yeah, loving life, this and that. But once they've been there for over like 5 minutes, these blokes start coming up to them, what the fuck are you filming for? Like, get out of here. And they start attacking, they start throwing like full cans of stuff at them. They start kicking them and trying to punch this reporter.
What the fuck?
And they're like, yeah, they're like a no-go zone. Like, you in Sweden now, you don't go in them areas because they'll fuck you up. The migrants.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. But we've just
Is
seen
that real?
Yeah.
I have heard that there is like an ungodly amount of bombings every fucking night in Sweden.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how true it is. Like, you can never verify any of this stuff.
No.
The BBC won't cover it.
Yeah.
And not that I would trust the BBC, even if they fucking did. Sky News are going down the Swanee. They're fucking going bankrupt, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I'll just Google it and double check that I'm not producing fake news, because that's not what we do.
Swanee.
How do you spell bankruptcy?
Bank. Not like that.
Yeah, nearly.
God, I tell you what.
There's no evidence or credible report indicating it.
Right, okay. What's that stuff that went on in Sweden yesterday then? Someone's been killed.
Yeah, someone was live streaming. I'll find out all the news off Grok.
God, you're going to end up...
Yeah, someone's going to look at our search history.
I think you're going to... I don't know. I feel like this is going to end up being your best mate.
Yeah, I might end up going out with Grok. I'm waiting for Grok 3 before I propose. So a recent incident involving a live stream assassination in Sweden pertains to the case of Salwan Momiki, an Iraqi refugee known for burning the Quran in public protests, who was reportedly shot dead during a live stream event. The event details, blah, 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 as yesterday.
So
he was live streaming on TikTok, and a bunch of people ran into his apartment and fucking shot and killed him.
This guy
near Stockholm
was interviewed by Tommy Robinson about a year ago. Not listened to it.
No.
So that's the sort of levels he's on or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, so Islamic extremists within Sweden have gone and assassinated him.
Holy shit.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know. You don't imagine like Sweden. I don't know. You can picture Sweden as a don't fuck about country. But it sounds like they're having some issues of their own.
Yeah, they've got the woke mind virus there too. Maybe.
Have you seen Tommy Robinson's? That's Muska's funding all of his.
I have heard that Muska's funding his legal battles now. Yeah. It's pretty fucking crazy.
He's in. They've started that letter's been shared around where they're not letting anyone come and see him.
Yeah.
And they're saying because any details of your visit might go out on social media.
Yeah.
So?
What are you hiding?
Yeah.
It's all going to come out anyway.
He's been in solitary confinement for 85 days, forced.
Fuck me.
85. Well, it might be a little bit more now. I think that's the last number I remember. 85 days forced. He's not requested. He's not allowed visitors. His friends and family. I'm sure he'd be allowed lawyers.
Yeah.
Surely. But like, I know Musk was funding it, and I saw another headline today that he's sending over an actual team.
Oh shit! But what good are fucking US lawyers in the UK? I mean, I know that the US law is based on UK law, common law.
Or maybe he has a team over here.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's more accurate. But I'm like, fucking. The world is fun.
It's so fucked though.
Yeah, it's fucked. But God, it is fun.
Do you think it's always been this fucked, and now we just have so much more access to legitimate news.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting the same propaganda.
Yeah. I mean, I guess a guy like Tommy Robinson would have just been locked up and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, the news would never have mentioned him because they were all controlled.
Yeah.
And that was that.
Yeah, maybe a small group of people protesting for him,
Yeah.
but not someone on Twitter with 10 million followers, whatever it is, and then appealing to one of the richest men in the world.
Yeah. And he's fucking best mates with the president of the US. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Well, it's all social media, isn't it? He'd have just been not dead and buried, but just been buried in it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And then would have got out of prison, made another documentary, and just no one had listened because he'd been like, "Oh well, I've read in the news he's a far right extremist."
Yeah. What happens when he gets out then?
Don't know.
True Blay.
They are not going to let him out without something wild happening. So everything must spend on it. Like, they can't afford to just let him out, can they?
Yeah, but they can't afford to not let him out.
I know.
Because then they do look like the true tyrants that they possibly could be.
I know, yeah.
I'm not saying that they are tyrants, but if they don't, then they are. If that makes sense.
They're pretty tyrannical.
It seems fucking tyrannical, doesn't it? I'm just saying it seems that way.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know, mate. He's fucking...
Solitary confinement is pretty fucking harsh punishment.
Imagine the stuff going through that lad's head.
You got to have some fucking conviction about you, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a man for it, by the looks of it. But, like, you've lost your you haven't lost your family, but he's lost his married life.
Yeah.
Half the country thinks he's an absolute prick, but the other half...
The other half thinks that he's an absolute fucking hero.
Yeah. They're having a march for him on the 1st of February in London. Free Tommy Robinson march, next week.
Cold weather march.
Cold weather march, yeah. We
Jesus.
said that was impossible.
Yeah. Well, it is if you're a fucking leftist. They only do fucking after 10 a.m. warm weather marches, don't they? Yeah.
Soft cunts. Yeah. Crazy.
Is there anything else going on in the world that we've not found a conspiracy in?
Just also much.
Are we too cynical? Is that what it is?
Well, no, because it's all just becoming correct. It's, little things like slagging social media companies off for censoring. Meta's just lost the lawsuit to Donald Trump, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah, 25 million for cancelling all his accounts.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Well, that'll pay some of his bills, won't it?
Yeah. Just all these things that you're like, Facebook's not censoring. Oh, no, they've just lost the lawsuit. So...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty clear, isn't it?
I noticed that he didn't sue Twitter, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, different owner now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty harsh, that, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. Fuck Elon off that, wouldn't it? Not that he couldn't deal with, like, losing 25 million.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what is that? That is literally, if he is, I know it's all assets sometimes and stuff like that, but 200 billion. I mean, that
What's
really
his net
is.
worth now? I thought it was over, like, 350 billion.
Well, it probably is. But it literally pocket change. 300 billion. 10% of that's 3 billion.
Holy fuck!
420.
So when Trump got in, he was valued at about 350 billion. Today, he's worth 449 billion.
Wow.
Holy shit! He's gone up how much? 100 million, a third of his fucking value. He's gone up 30% in values in the last 4 months. 3 months since Trump got elected.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Well, he said, didn't he? I think you said, didn't you? Tesla stock had gone up.
Skyrocket, yeah, 33%.
And then
Twitter will have gone up in value a hell of a lot.
Twitter will. And then when Trump comes out with, we're going to be the first people on Mars.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be with SpaceX, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
So that's pretty.
Yeah.
big thing. AI AI. They're spending $500 billion on AI in America, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Grok's going to be part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of everything Musk is involved with.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually, you could
put a dark spin on that, couldn't you?
Yeah,
There's something fucking facetious about it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
But all of the things that he's doing, they're not dark, covert things, are they? Like, going to Mars isn't a particularly dark thing to want to do. It's not like he's trying to force a vaccine on everyone.
No.
Trying to give everyone a fucking electric car that can automatically drive you somewhere is not exactly the same as an mRNA vaccine.
No. Trying to make the safest cars in the world, because he thinks when he gets the auto driving, it'll be...
Yeah, there'll be next to no crashes.
Campaigning for someone who's pro-free speech.
Yeah. And he's fucking hard out on his pro-free speech.
Yeah. I mean, but you couldn't blame someone for turning around and going, well, you two...
This is a bit nefarious. Yeah. What's going on? What is going on here?
But if you try and look at all the facts, you're like, well, so far so good.
Yeah. So far. What else have you got?
Just...
More madness, I suppose. Just infuriating.
No, my list is so long just with the stuff Trump's done in this first week.
Yeah.
It's just mental. Have you heard of that? It's all that, really, because it's just been one after another.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the new X account he's opened? Rapid response.
Trump?
Yeah.
No.
So it is to immediately hold news corporations accountable. I think it's called Rapid Response.
Ooh.
47. Yeah, that 47 might be it. Official Rapid Response account of the Trump 47 White House. Oh, you've gone off it. Nice one. Supporting America's first agenda on holding fake news accountable. So they're like, people are all day ready for people posting fake news.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wrong as usual, fucking straight away. Is a freeze on benefits to the Americans like SNAP or student loans? No, any program that provides direct benefits to Americans is explicitly excluded from the pause and exempt from this review process. Holy shit.
Yeah, so anything the news just try and make up.
Oh, shit. So they're calling out AOC.
Yeah.
She's obviously, what did she post? Trump shut off Medicaid. No, that's not right. Just immediately shut that bitch down. Oh, did you see that video of Selena Gomez crying into... That was the most fucking attention-seeking, fucking autistic shit I have ever seen in my life. I think we're all a little bit on the spectrum, but that was fucking... That was shit.
Yeah, you're pretty far along the line, aren't you? But
yeah.
Yeah, that was...
But I certainly wouldn't cry into the camera for attention. Don't do anything about it. I don't want to take the piss out of it, but it was egregious in its fucking ridiculousness.
Well, she was saying, how can you treat my people this way?
You've got nearly $1 billion in your bank account.
But they're not Americans. They're not your... On the face of it.
The Latinas, like Latino people.
Yeah, but they're all sorts.
If you feel that way, fucking get some of your money out of your bank account and go and sort them out. Pay for their fucking visa lawyers.
Yeah.
Get them all back.
Well, they're all sorts. They're all sorts of countries.
Yeah. It's the same sort of... It's like fucking Taylor Swift talking about... everybody needs to go green and that shit, and then she flies like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles every year in a jet.
Yeah. When you look at a flight log.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it?
Like flying 20 minutes from town to town. Like, just drive.
I know. God, yeah, these fucking celebrities, isn't it?
They're all just so hypocritical.
She took that video down real quick, didn't she, I think?
I'm sure she fucking did, because it was fucking embarrassing. Blubbering into the camera. Like, she could have worded it so much better, but she just made herself look like a fucking clown, didn't she?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. It's painful.
Yeah.
And it's...
Do you have a wank? I bet you did, didn't you?
The my people do. Oh, yeah, they're just like I don't know, people losing the plot in it.
Yeah, it's TDS,
What's that?
Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. Just the the whole country calls it illegal.
Yeah,
It's illegal.
yeah. It's a federal law.
Someone interviewing that Tom Homan about it again, a different one, and she's trying to catch him out.
Trying to do a bit of gotcha journalism.
Yeah, well, yeah. Why are you going to take the illegal immigrant who is sat next to the criminal? They're both criminals.
Yeah.
They both are.
Yeah.
Do you want that
We're not
law?
going to just leave him to catch and release later.
Yeah. Do you want that law or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's mental.
Makes you piss boiled, doesn't it?
Just the bizarre, that whole mental gymnastics thing that they have to do to get over it, because it really is one side's based on common sense and one's based on
feelings
crazy
and fairies.
ideas. Yeah.
It feels that way. Like I do try to get both sides, and some of it makes sense to me. You know, like you've got to have compassion, and yeah, that makes sense. But there is a limit to my compassion before you start fucking around.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the Colombia shit?
No.
So Trump loaded up an airplane full of illegal rapists and murderers and drug dealers and shit, and sent them in a fucking plane packing back to Colombia.
Right.
And they got to Colombia and they said, no, you can fuck off, we're not taking them, send your plane back. So Trump came out and said, well, we're going to put a 25% tariff on everything that you export to America, and if it's still there in a week, it's going up to 50%. And within an hour, the Colombian government fucking crumbled and sent the government's presidential plane to America to pick them up. And then Trump got online on his fucking Truth or Twitter or whatever it is, and put a picture of him in like a 1920s gangster like hat and a little sign behind him that just said "Fafo." It was fucking quality.
Like, you're a fool if you don't. No one's calling him on any bluffs at the minute.
Fuck around and find out.
He's running on there.
And he did it all from the golf course.
He's just absolutely balling at the minute, and he's
balling out of control.
The confidence.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to call his bluff because that shit. He's going to one day.
Shit.
Just one day of that tariff could cost them
millions of lives.
And dollars.
I'll try and find the Trump Fafo because it's fucking funny.
He's on about opening Guantanamo Bay back up, isn't he?
Oh, really?
Or if it's still going, he's saying there's 30,000 beds available.
Yeah, that's it. That is what he posted.
God, he's a nutcase.
That is fucking quality.
Yeah. It's don't fuck about with him.
Yeah. He was just waiting for someone, eh?
Is there
He was waiting for someone to fuck around.
Yeah, test me and I'll show you. I'll show everyone.
And someone did.
Have we got? So I use the same Twitter as this, don't I?
Yeah.
Where's like saved posts? Do you know?
Right, we're getting to the limit of our fucking. Oh, it might be down profile.
Highlights, maybe. No. Nah. God knows. It'll be somewhere, won't it? Just, we were saying, like, you agree with some stuff, or...
Yeah, I don't know how you do this.
I saw a post from a gay, I think it was a woman, a lesbian, having a go at trans people.
Oh, yeah?
Going, there you go, you've fucked it up for a lot of us. All us gay people wanted to do was just live life under the radar. We just wanted to not...
Bookmarks.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Press show more. Oh yeah, I wasn't even.
Oh, here we go.
Now the backlash is coming. Instead of dragging us all down with you, instead you're apologising all down with you because it is absolutely what you're doing. You're desperately and despicably trying to pin the blame on gays and lesbians who have never wanted anything more than to be tolerated and left the fuck alone to live our lives.
Yeah. Your inappropriate, entitled, and predatory behaviour has provoked such overwhelming, incredulous disgust that people who didn't mind gays or even trans people a decade ago now can't wait to shove us all back in the closet and lock the door forever. And who can blame them? You've done an excellent job of ruining the reputation of the entire LGBT community and of destroying every last bit of the progress that took decades of careful, deliberate inoffensiveness and respect for the boundaries and values of the rest of society to achieve. Thank you so much. Holy fuck. She went a bit rambly there, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she got in, but basically saying, like, whereas we just wanted our own rights, you've gone marching down the street going, give us your kids. Let us mutilate.
Hashtag LGB without the T. Holy shit.
I just thought it was interesting.
I wonder. Oh, damn.
Yeah. And I don't know, I just thought, obviously I've heard a few jokes, like even gays are annoyed with them. You know, these people just trying too hard. And I was like, wow, that's a real emotional fucking script from someone going, we were all just trying to be normal.
Yeah.
And you've had to turn it into something.
You had to make it into a circus.
Yeah. So it was cool.
Which is what it did feel like. Because I don't think anybody actually cared about anyone who was fucking gay 10 years ago, did they? It wasn't even a conversation.
Not 10 years ago. Obviously.
I mean, obviously you take the piss out. You're fucking gay, you know. Like, talking to a mate. But if you met a gay person, you wouldn't say, you fucking gay. Like, it just wasn't.
I mean, there is still.
I'm sure that there is a small minority.
It's still fresh in it.
Yeah,
it's still a
maybe.
bit fresh because it was illegal, like.
Yeah, it's not even that long ago.
Yeah, not that long ago. It's still a bit fresh. But most normal, level-headed people, it's the same people. Like most people aren't racist, but there's the goons out there.
Yeah,
don't
true.
like.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Yeah, call your mate gay. It's quite fun, actually.
Yeah. I
mean, it's the most fun thing you ever say to your mates.
Did you listen to Gad Sad? I took offence to this because he tried taking the accolade of bringing back the word retard.
All right.
I was like, man, we never stop. Fuck you on about bring it back.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan's out, only in select communities with comedians. Like, mate, have you ever been on a fucking building site?
I know.
Get fucked.
I know. When all the American comedians go on about we rip each other, I'm like, come to England and sit with any group of English lads for a beer, and you're going to find out
Fafo.
Yeah, what real cruelty sounds like.
Yeah. Crippling anxiety for the rest of your life.
There's nothing worse than going out with your best mates. Forget good mates. Good mates are boring.
Yeah.
They're all just nice to each other. It's when you're with your best mates.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah.
No. Go fuck yourself.
And you character assassinate each other all night.
Yeah.
No. But then go out for a cigarette with just one other mate. How's life, bud? You okay? Yeah, good to see you, man. Then as soon as you walk back through that door,
it's back on again.
To the other two, you're like, this guy's gay.
Anything that they do.
And they all say like they're cruel to each other. Well, like we've listened to obviously a few like American lads podcasts. You get like Protect Our Parks from Rogan.
Yeah.
You ain't being cruel to each other, lads.
No.
Like
You're jesting. You are jesting.
Surely English would win the competition for cruelest
jokes.
Mates.
Yeah, your cruelest mates, yeah. I do think that we in particular took that a little bit too far.
Oh, we went out pretty hard. Well, no, because there'll be actual,
there'll be other cunts out there.
There'll be actual dickheads who maybe don't give a fuck about the mates. Just oh yeah, we did. Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
And then just one night you'd know, oh shit, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Like you turn up and everyone, for some reason, you might just have a
Done
shit.
the smallest, weirdest thing.
Yeah. You might have a shit t-shirt on and it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's my turn
this
for
is
the night, and
green
you've got to
light.
try not to cry the entire night. Just don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Oh, you're booing.
Yeah.
He's fucking booing, lads.
Fucking booers.
What a gay.
Or even better, they get angry. Oh,
Oh yeah, if you lose your cool. You're fucked.
Ronnie used to get fucking angry, and that was the worst mistake.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it teaches you lessons about adversity because
Yeah.
don't lose your shit.
Yeah.
Hyenas.
Fucking vultures.
These are the people you go, oh, I can't wait to all stand beside each other at each other's wedding.
Yeah.
You fucking prick. It can get too far.
It never did. It did, actually.
Yeah, they don't. I can't. From what I hear from Americans, surely they're not as harsh to each other. Like,
Watching the boys on that stag do, I can't see Americans putting up with that shit.
yeah,
I mean, they probably would. There'll be the rednecks definitely
will.
would. Yeah, 100% the rednecks would.
I think what adds to it is British lads or British people are so dry. So
Yeah.
he could say the same sentence, but an English lad will turn to his mate and go, "God, you should top yourself," and not laugh afterwards.
Have you thought about hanging yourself?
Yeah.
You should.
You should end it. Whereas at least an American would probably laugh when
Yeah.
they say it. Like, we are dry as fuck.
And then they get offended by cunt.
Cunt. Yeah.
One of my favourite words.
Yeah. Still got the punch, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking stuff like that's lost its punch.
One of the most versatile words in the English language is the word fuck.
It is annoying. I mean, we use it a bit too much.
According to who? People that I don't want to hang around
Sometimes
with.
when I listen to the podcast, right, we didn't need to say it there.
So?
Like, you could save
It's just
it.
a fucking
You
word.
could save it. It's like only certain words now have a punch. You know, like, I think
Yeah, maybe we are. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
like retard still keeps a real good punch. I think.
Nah, it barely means anything. This means you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Bring back some old ones, innit?
Like what? Sket.
Spacker.
Spacker, yeah, that's a fucking good one, isn't it? I haven't used that in a long, you fucking spaz. That's a good one.
God knows if we're allowed
I haven't
to
heard
say
spacker in a long time.
I don't know if we should say anything. Mong.
Yeah, Mong's a good
God,
one.
you're a mong.
You fucking Mong. Yeah, no, that is a good one. I do use that.
Well,
In traffic, I use you fucking Mong.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've just ruined the whole episode
Why?
because YouTube's going to be like, "Can you just you fucked the whole thing up? Can you just take out that last 5 minutes? Like, why have you lost the plot?"
Oh,
Just
right,
said
it was fine when
just,
we were...
just said every bad word you could say at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
We'll have fucking police knocking on our door in
Hurty... Oh,
the UK.
fuck, yes, the hurty word police will be around. Because we called each other retards.
Well, we've covered two-tier policing, vaccines, 9/11,
Yeah.
and everything.
Building
tonight.
7. Yeah. Trump, FAFO, Colombia, Predators,
Retards.
trans,
Yeah, trans. Gays hating trans.
gays hating trans. Fuck.
Mongs.
I wonder what the new word for that'll be. Because you know, like, you've got J.K. Rowling, and she's a TERF, trans exclusionary radical feminist. Apparently, that's what she is. She's a
right.
TERF.
Right.
Instead of a MILF, she's a TERF.
Yeah.
So what will be the new name or the new term for gays against trans? Gays and lesbians against trans. Galats. Galats.
Gats.
Gats. Gats.
Because they're all gay.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
They don't need the L.
Yeah, it's just a bit inclusionary as hell, isn't it?
No, we need to trim this down. Trim this down. We
Yeah,
need
just
to
go. I see we've got rid of Q as well.
What was that?
Queer?
Oh yeah.
Is it queer?
We need to keep trimming down back to G.
Yeah.
If you're a B, you're a G.
Yeah.
If you're an L, you're a G. And
Yeah.
if you're a Q, I'm pretty sure
You're
G.
just a G, yeah.
Yeah. But they've made so many flags now that they'd have to get them all reprinted.
The economy.
G would look boring on a flag, wouldn't it?
We're in a recession, we can't afford it.
You can keep the plus then.
Yeah.
G plus.
G plus. Just G is, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd soon change.
You can have T, but
Yeah, L, or just G without the T.
G and T.
G and T. Yeah, well, I'm excited to find out what that new term will be.
Yeah.
Because turf's quite a good one. It's catchy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that. She's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's probably now.
That's enough, yeah.
We've covered every offensive topic tonight.
We do that every week. Somehow.
Time to call it before
What? We go any further?
we reach for something worse. It's like a sliding scale, isn't it?
No.
All right.
All right, we'll pick up again from this point next week.
All right, nice one, mate.
See you in a bit.